This is our city, where we do business, where we call home. An Atlanta filled with pride and anticipation in thoughts of 1996. This is a place that understands new beginnings and whose people have the fortitude to predict their future by creating it. A century ago, 300 professional men at a meeting of the Atlanta Chamber of Commerce planted the seeds which would grow into the magnificent Cotton States and International Exposition of 1895. Piedmont Park was the chosen site. It was completely regraded and landscaped. Work began in earnest in July of 1894, and although the event cost more than $2 million, it exceeded expectations and put Atlanta, a small southern town of 80,000 people, on the map. The exposition lasted 100 days, drew 800,000 visitors, and offered more than 6,000 exhibits and attractions. The famous band leader John Philip Sousa was commissioned to write and daily perform the King Cotton March. Philadelphia loaned Atlanta the Liberty Bell. There were thrilling rides, the famous and scandalous Coochie Coochie Girls, and flickering on the Midway, America's first public display of moving pictures. President Grover Cleveland led the list of visiting dignitaries, while a 19-year-old typewriter salesman named Ivan Allen toured the exposition in fascination. Allen was so impressed, he moved himself and his business from Dalton, Georgia to Atlanta, later becoming one of the city's greatest business leaders. The exposition brought Atlanta out of depression and the throes of the Civil War. It was ballyhooed as the single event that elevated Atlanta above other southern cities, an opportunity recognized and acted upon. And it was the business leaders of the time who made it happen, made it all possible. Today, a century after the Cotton States and International Exposition, we can appreciate the residential and commercial development surrounding major green spaces like Piedmont Park. Piedmont Park has made Atlanta's Midtown one of the most prestigious and scenic addresses for homes as well as skyscrapers. This pattern of development has caused Metro Atlanta to remain the most forested urban area in the nation. We love our trees. We also love opportunity, and one awaits, much like the Cotton States Exposition of 100 years ago. Atlanta expects more than 2 million visitors during the 1996 Centennial Olympic Games. The Atlanta Committee for the Olympic Games, ACOG, is already building nearly $500 million worth of new sporting venues to host the 10,000 athletes from 200 countries. All our guests will want a welcoming central place where they can meet, relax, and enjoy the true Southern hospitality of the region. So just as they did in 1895, business and community leaders are again coming together. The Atlanta Chamber of Commerce, ACOG, the City of Atlanta, private foundations, the Georgia World Congress Center Authority, the Home Depot, and a growing list of corporate sponsors and individuals are combining efforts and resources to develop the $50 million Centennial Olympic Park, a permanent legacy of the 96 games for all of Georgia. The current 60-acre site is an underutilized, older industrial district in a strategic location between major venues at the Georgia Dome, World Congress Center, Olympic Stadium, and the Olympic Village at Georgia Tech. Today's diamond in the rough is going to be tomorrow's crown jewel in the Central Business District. The Centennial Olympic Park will have beautiful green spaces and fountains, wide brick walkways, an amphitheater, Olympic museum, and a wide variety of exhibits and displays of Southern art and culture. This park is expected to attract hundreds of millions of dollars in new investment in the downtown area, in much the same way as Piedmont Park served as a magnet for development in Midtown. Plans have already been announced for a $180 million mixed-use development, starting with a 300-room luxury hotel, a Crown Plaza from Holiday Inn. It will open prior to the Games. After the Olympics, the park will be reduced to a permanent 25-acre green space, in the heart of the convention and central business district, surrounded by new development and housing. The park is literally being built one brick and tree at a time by major commitments from Metro Atlanta's leading corporate citizens. $25 million will come from private foundations, and the Home Depot's Adopt a Brick program is expected to pave the way to raise $15 million.
You know, I spent most of my career trying to hit everything I could out of the park. But this is one I'm proud to keep inside.
Join Hank Aaron and become a part of Olympic history. For just $35, you can adopt an inscribed brick to be placed in Atlanta's new Centennial Olympic Park. Do it for yourself or for a friend. To adopt your Olympic brick, stop by the Home Depot or call 1-800-496-BRICK.
You know, this could be the best thing I've ever gone to bat for.
Even with all these efforts, another $10 million is needed. Bell South's Vice Chairman Dwayne Ackerman is leading a campaign to raise that money. This is where you come in. Your commitment can range from buying 10 bricks to becoming a major donor. Time is growing short. Groundbreaking is set for early 1995. The park must be completed by the spring of 1996. These companies have already made the financial commitment to help. Just as Atlanta's business community joined forces in 1894, we're asking you in 1994 to join your peers, preparing Atlanta for the dawn of the 21st century. Join your Atlanta Chamber of Commerce in making this vision of a Centennial Olympic Park a reality, the opportunity of the century.